Hi, this is Told. Welcome. Leyline's banned, so maybe we can try to not have to put in 8 bits of removal. But today, we are going with the FoMo Forge. We're fear of missing out to get an extra tax step so that we can get an extra Forge token and speed that up. I don't know. I talk shit about the Forge all the time because people love it and they think it's the best card ever. It's not the best card ever. It's a 6-turn clock. So we could speed that up with 5. And we also have a couple copies of the Great Train Heist. So for 4 mana, we can untap all of our creatures and have a second combat phase. Just like fear of missing out when we have Delirium. So that's kind of the concept. And we're just doing an oil package. Because everyone, who doesn't love oil? Getting oily with it. Well, I guess that's oil too. This doesn't have oil on it, but it costs 1 less for each oil. Yeah, so we got... I mean, I don't know if the Skull Bomb should be in there, but... You know, we're trying to get Delirium. It's pretty good. Free from Flesh. Probably that should be a 2. You know, you put 2 oil counters on a creature, and it gets +2/+2. So if you put it on the adaptive, it gets +4/+4. If you put it on the Scrap Gorger, and it has 1 count, and so 0 counters, it attacks in. You put it on the Flesh Gorger, it gets +4/+4. No. It becomes a 3/3, 4/5. It becomes a 5/5. So it gets +5. It's a pretty good little combo on turn 3, right? This one can target the Forge itself. We're all in on the Forge, but, you know, we want to have a few extra pieces. We got the Ferocification in there, 3 mana. Well, I guess we start at the top. We got the Endured Courage, giving our creatures haste. We got the Ferocification, gives our creatures haste. We got the Bitter Reunion that we could sack to give haste. So for 3 mana, we can slam down a Fear of Missing Out if we have Delirium, out of nowhere, get a double attack step with the Forge. That's kind of why we got those cards in there. And then we just got other stuff just to, you know, kind of help us to stay alive. We got our counter spell, Return the Favor. So for 3 mana, we can change the target of a single spell or ability with a single target. Change the target spell or ability with a single target. So if they try to kill our Forge, we can redirect that hopefully for 3 mana. Or for 4 mana, we can, you know, if it's a ability, copy target insert. It's a spell too. For 4 mana, we can copy that spell, redirect it, and basically double it. Double counter spell. Yeah, we got the oils. Oil Buoys. Just 1 Maze Crusher just for a 4/4 body. We got the Cackler. 2 and a red. It's a 2/3 when it has trample. When it attacks, it gets +X/+0, where X is the number of permanents you control with oil counters. So if it doesn't have an oil counter on it, you know, you might have to cast the Free from Flesh. This is a sorcery, by the way, so you have to do that before combat anyway. But that would just get an extra +1. But, you know, basically you're going to have like 2 or 3 things out. So it's probably going to be a 5 Trampler just coming in. Once Flame Stroker, you know, you could sack it for 7. Costs 1 less for each oil counter on it. And it gets more oil counters when you cast non-creature spells. 20 creatures, 17 non-creatures. So there is a little bit to, you know, cheapen it up. I think it's more about it gets an oil counter for the Cackler. Twitching out, because, you know, we can put oil counters on it. We have, you know, the Facade as well, so we can speed it up a little bit. And, yeah, I don't know, makes mana. The Dissident Yoshin declares war. This is an enchantment for Delirium. Probably the best, you know, The only reason why it's in there. And then, for Saga 2, you can tap and do 1 damage, if they don't kill your Thopter. Or if you have stuff like Twitching Doll out, untapped artifacts, Forge, right? So, not super a lot of artifacts that we can tap. But there are a few that you can get a few extra bits of damage, and then, the Thopter can get in for 4. That's kind of the idea, and then it goes into the graveyard, right? Where, like, the Endured Courage, if they kill it, it's either going to become an enchantment or it's going to be exiled. So, and that's kind of why we're going with the Ferocification, not 2 Enduring Courages, because this is harder to remove, sort of, especially now where there's like a lot of exile effects type of thing. So yeah, Cinder Slash Ravager as the removal of choice. It does 1 damage to each creature an opponent controls. Hopefully it's costing you 2, maybe 3 mana for a 5/5. Pretty good deal. Let's get in some games, see how we do. $20 20 creatures, 0, 1, I drew 2. We got some creatures. Looks good. Red. Green. Is this the new deck? Enchantments? White enchantments? Is that the replacement for mono red? What do I want to take out, huh? You can do this. I mean, they probably have Smite in their hands still, but I don't think that's a good card. But I guess that's all you got in green, huh? Add 1 mana, put a Nest counter on Twitching Doll. Wait. I think they have it though, right? Green? I'm just gonna slam this guy in. 4 damage. I mean, they're gonna Shelter by Ghost next, right? Oh. Oh, Ethereal Armor. Not Shelter by Ghosts. That'll do it. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. No blocks. That's a pretty good one. I mean, kind of have to get the Forge going, I think. Yeah, why not? Get my guy back? I think that's a pretty good deal. Really? You think I don't? Alright, bro. I mean, you probably just have another one, let's be honest, but you're at 7, 9. If only I had the mana. Alright, I need to save up that and return the favor, though. Okay, you do that. You're at 12. If you don't have another shelter by ghost, target creature you control. Okay, can I get a double attack? Is this an enchantment? No, but Ethereal Armor is an enchantment. For 3 mana, I can destroy it. Is this just activated a sorcery? So this and this, I can tap for mana. Two and three. I think that's pretty good. Probably should just full out attack. 9, 10, 11. I could do the encourage. Just want to get rid of this. Can target non-creature? Yeah, you do that. Should have waited to where he put the counter for this. Either way, he's dying. Both his creatures are dying. I guess he still has flying. So, if he has one pump spell, he wins. If not, I win. I think. I mean, a Twitch Draw would have been nice to pop last turn, but I needed the mana. He's at 8. 9, 10. 2, 3. It's 5. 6, 7. 1 short. One short. I mean, maybe I should have got rid of the... Maybe the flying would have been better to get rid of. A year ago? Mathing it out is hard. You're looking at cards that don't do anything. Yeah, you do that. Oh man, so close. Copy target instant or spell. I could double trigger that for 3 mana. This makes I guess. It looks pretty good. At 7, they have 1 blocker. Unless they get lifelink somehow. That's how you do it. Whew. True Artie. Alright, True Artie. See if you can survive for 6 turns. So, we need red. I mean, ideally we would keep it so that we can get FOMO out, but ain't nobody got time for that. What do we discard with the FOMO? Well, we don't have to do it. We could save it for later. Well, the game's over in 6 turns. Yeah, let's make you use another spell. Trade you card for card. Because I want to get those removals out of your hand. Yeah, they probably have another Tiny Bones, but that's a 2 for 1, right? Was it? It's even up. Even Steven, I suppose. Twitching Doll, perhaps? Ooh. Interesting. You're tapped out, and I just showed you that combat trick that I have. Maybe Cackler and then return to favor should finish the game off, unless they just instant kill me. So I guess we need to keep this up. One, two, three. Yeah, just, I mean, unless they kill me next turn. I think we could FOMO and get rid of the Cackler. We can't, like, I mean, maybe saving the copy ability would have been good. Maybe I should have just attacked in with the Twitching Doll. Would have gave me an artifact in the graveyard. That's probably what I needed to do. Alright. It's gonna be close. I don't know. Hope he attacks. He's not gonna attack. Do I need an instant? I need a sorcery. This is sorcery speed? Not quite. Not quite there yet. We have to be on the defensive. I mean, they just give trample out of nowhere or something. At least we can Twitching Doll. A non-token creature. Messed up. To be fair, oh, I should have did this one. To be fair, yeah. Now we just copy it and target. Change the target of spell or ability. You could wipe their whole board. Okay. And then cut down. Okay. Thanks. Let's put this oil counter over here and win the game. I think we'll just copy this ability. Attack all. Untap this guy. Hit you for 16, 15, 16, 17. Okay. FOMO and the copy. Superstar. Man, it's kind of sus. I'm mulligan that. This better. Adaptive in the Gorger, into Skull Bomb. And Skull Bomb can put it onto the creature, which it can put it onto the Gorger. And then we could just attack immediately. Escape Tunnel's not horrible. I guess you steal my Skull Bomb, you bastard. Yeah. Not having any more plays. What does this do? Create treasure tokens. Need a card draw one. There's that green one. Card draw. Okay.
To regret it.
Demolition field? Yeah, you do that. Oh yeah, you got it.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
I mean, just have like a second attack phase. Just come in tapped. I get screwed by my own thing. Oh, this is pretty good. It's pretty good. We'll just give it Menace. I'm gonna go with red because it comes in tapped. It's not as good as Fable. I don't really care about unblockability. I just have another one. Oh my god, dude. At least every creature I have has haste now. Gains menace and haste. So as long as I do that, it gains menace and haste. I mean, kill both your Lilianas, and now you can have a third one. I suppose. Because why wouldn't you? I mean, Shelter's a problem, right? Like, I don't think we could survive this game. So, I mean, that's the only way we could kill stuff, right? Is if they block. And you're just like so brazen to just give him first strike, I suppose. I mean, why not? Use my combat tricks, baby. So then, yeah, draw 4 cards. Oh, that's great. Is this sorcery speed? Yeah, why would you not have 2 of each card in your library, except for you don't have 2 Deep Cavern Bats? Sure. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not attacking. We'll just block and take 8 damage from drawing because they have 2 Sheldrids. Seems pretty good. Just a trash pile of deck, but they just drew the nuts. And I didn't draw any forges. Like, it's all about the forge, right? This deck is all about the forge. If I don't draw any forges, then, you know, it doesn't matter. There it is. You're late. You're late to the party. You're late to the party, right? You're late. Late to the party. I want to make you sit and watch me draw more cards. Because you got double Sheldred. Yeah, that's right. Get rid of all these lands I drew. Oh my god. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands. 10 lands in 22 cards. Alright, and we're back. Yeah, after that Sheldred game, probably showed it. I mean, they just had the nuts. 2 Lilies, 2 Sheldreds. What are you supposed to do? You take and add in Scorching Dragonfire and Witch Doctor's Frenzy to your deck, so you have a little bit of removal and Pyroclasm. It doesn't hit. Oh, yeah, it doesn't hit Planeswalkers. That's the only problem. Maybe we want Brotherhood's End. It picks up that. Dang, just keep going up with it. I mean, Brotherhood's End would be pretty good. But we'll just go with Pyroclasm. Could put Brotherhood's End in that spot. But, yeah, put in... I started looking at the oil part, the oil guy with the trample, and I think, you know, while that oil guy has the possibility to be bigger than a 4, you know, what is his name? Cackler? The Cack. So he gets you just need 2 to make him a 4/4. So you need more than 2 things with oil cards. You know, like you usually have 1 and maybe a forge. So you usually have 2. So it is possible you can get up to 3 or 4 above that. But if this starts attacking in, it could proliferate the forge and make it even bigger, right? So it's a big problem for them. The Maze Crusher is really good for remove artifacts or enchantments. Went down on the Skull Bomb. It's not the greatest card, but I really want to see it work with the forge. I mean, it does, you know, I don't know what it does to the timing. Maybe I should look at that. Turn 1. Then if you add it turn 2, so it goes from 1 to a 3 to a 4. So that's 5 damage, 10 damage, 16. So it puts it on a 4-turn clock instead of a 6-turn clock from when the forge goes out. Assuming you don't do any other damage and they don't have blockers in that. You would do 16, and then you do 7 plus 6 is what, 24 damage, so they can block 4 of it. They're dead in 4 turns from when you cast the forge. Assuming they don't block, like, the first guy. Oh, yeah. I like the package of the Return to Favor, Great Train Heist Forge. I'll probably be looking at that as just a little package to put into a deck. Well, I don't like playing the Forge very well. It does have some upside to it if you're, doing shenanigans with it. If you're just letting it sit out there and this is just your win con because you don't know how to build a deck, then, more power to you. But that's why I'm here, to show you how to build decks. So, yeah, try this one out. I think this little balance of removal should help you out. And just remember, Free from Flesh is a removal spell when the opponent blocks you or you block an opponent, because it does make the evolving dash +4/+4. It does add to your trample damage, and it does pair well with the Scrap Gorger on turn 3 to attack in for 5 damage. This has been Told, like and subscribe. See you next time.